Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Ania and today we're doing a What's on my iPad Pro video, but this is the iOS 14 edition. Now, if you guys saw, I've already done a What's on my iPad Pro video, but it was kind of a fail. Just a lot of things went wrong in filming that video, and I just really wanted to redeem myself pretty much. So we're coming at it with a new video. And we have iOS 14, so everything is customized, everything looks nice. So I feel like there really wasn't a better time to do this video. So as you guys know, I have the iPad Pro 2020 12.9 inch, and I have the 256 gigabyte version, and also I have the Apple Pencil 2nd generation. So now that we have all of that stuff out of the way, here's a look at what my iPad Pro looks like as of right now. So before I customized this iPad, I really wasn't sure if I wanted to even do it. I kind of felt like, meh, do I really need to go through the process of like changing my entire iPad? Like, I like the way my iPad is already, but I decided to do it, and I'm glad that I did because I actually really love it. I'm gonna walk you through everything that's on my iPad and how I have it organized now that it's all customized. Okay, so the first thing I'm gonna walk you through is how to do the custom app covers. So the first thing you're gonna wanna do is actually head to Pinterest. So let's head to my Pinterest, and let's go ahead and head to my board. So this board I've titled iPad Widgets, and if you guys would like to, have the same aesthetic as me, you can actually find this board on my Pinterest. It is public. You guys can use whatever picture you want from there, and I'll have it linked in the description below. So this is the board that I've created so far of everything that I kind of wanted my aesthetic to be. I have some color palettes, I have some other pictures, just things that I knew that kind of fit the aesthetic that I was going for, because I had already picked my profile picture. I had already picked my iPad screensaver, and I really didn't want to change it. So I knew that all of the pictures that I chose needed to fit within this aesthetic. So this is how I did it. All right, so we're gonna find a picture that we can download right now to give you guys a demonstration of how I changed my app covers. So I think I want to use this one. It says, "In the moment, you are everything." So I really like this one, so I'm gonna go ahead and download this image to my iPad so that we can use it later. All right, now we're gonna head over to shortcuts. So what I'm gonna do is just pull down on the screen, and it's actually right here, but you can also just type in shortcuts. So we're gonna click on shortcut, and then what we need to do in order to make the shortcut is we need to add a new one. Now that we've come to the shortcut, we need to basically program the shortcut what to do. So over here, we're gonna type open app, and that's the one you wanna use. So we'll click open app, it'll say open and you choose, and we are going to do my magic eraser app. So we're gonna do eraser, we're gonna click on these three dots and name our shortcut. So it's gonna have you name it more than once. So I have a way that I name all of my apps on my iPad, but for this one, it doesn't really matter. You can just put whatever the name is, and then you're gonna click add to home screen. Now on this page, this is where you get to do the customization. So as I said, it's gonna ask you to do it more than once. So I am going to type it out like this in order to get it the way that I want it. Then we're gonna click on this picture right next to it, click choose photo, and we're going to save this photo that we just did. And you click add, and you click done, and that is it. Now it's gonna show up on my extra page, and we are going to move it to our main page, and then we can add it wherever we see fit. So I'm just gonna add it to the end because I'm just gonna add it to the end. That is how you make the custom app covers. Now over here, you will see all of the widgets that I have, plus the regular stuff that I had over here. Now all of these at the top here, including this down here, is all widgets. So I'm gonna show you guys how to set those up. Now, I use the app called Widgetsmith. I feel like a lot of people have, so you've probably already heard this, you probably already know this. You know, you can skip ahead if you don't want to watch another tutorial about it, but I figured I'm doing a video anyway, I might as well just share. So, there is a difference between small widgets, as you can see at the top, medium widgets, which these are all my medium widgets, and the large widgets, which I actually don't use, but I think this app is so incredibly cool that allows you to customize everything. So anyway, let's walk through one of my favorite ones, which is like my medium sized widgets. So I'll show you guys how to create that. So you click add a medium widget, and then you just click on the widget after it's been added. Now, once you get to your widget, you're going to click on it so you can get a bunch of different features and different things you can do with them. Now, personally, I caved. Most people use this app and all of the free features that come with it, and the free features are top notch. They're really good. However, to complete my aesthetic, I knew that I needed to have the weather. The normal weather, you know, icon thing that comes with Apple is not bad. It just wasn't black, and that's kind of what I wanted in my soul. So I just went for it. All of the weather icons are paid for. You have to purchase them if you want them. But they have like activity bar, and of course, I think people's favorite ones are like the moon phases. I like the sunrise and sunset one a lot. I love opening my iPad now because it's just so cool that I can see what's going on all the time. So let's say you want to make a like one like this, where you get the week number, you get the calendar, because I actually don't have a calendar on my iPad as of right now. Now we can go through and change the font. There's plenty of different fonts. There's some fun ones like this one, great for Halloween, or you could do like a regular one. I know people really like New York because it looks very professional and put together, so I don't blame you for that one. And then you can do the tint color. Obviously I would keep mine white because my aesthetic is black, and again with the background color, but you can make it any color you want. And you can also do a border color with this one. So if you wanted to kind of have like a pop of color, you could do that too. But anyway, once you're done, we're gonna go back and we're gonna click save. And there it is. Now, to get this in our little thing, I'm gonna press and hold down the screen so that all of my apps start shaking. Then we're gonna hit the plus button up there, and we're gonna scroll down here and tap on Widgetsmith. Now we're going to go to medium because medium is what we created, and we're gonna click add widget, and it's gonna show up. And actually it's already on the widget that I just created, which is pretty cool. However, if it comes on your page and it's one of the custom ones, or it's one that you created but it's not the one that you want, you just click on it and it will let you choose which one you want. Mine is not working right now for some reason, but typically you would see number 1, number 2, number 3, number 4, or if you named them, you would see the names, and that would show up there. And then you can just hold it down and move it wherever you want it to go. So let's say we wanted our calendar to be up in this first spot. That is what it would look like. We can tap the screen to make them stop shaking, and that is what you would look like. I use Google Calendar, and my Google Calendar is right under all of my widgets, so just kind of seemed unnecessary to have two, especially when it has the day and the month, you know, at the top. So I kind of just felt like it wasn't really necessary, so I'm gonna go ahead and remove that. But that is basically how you do that. So that is what it's looking like. Okay, now we can actually get into the meat of this video, which is what is on my iPad. All right, so this is gonna be very quick. I won't bore you too much with all of my apps that I think are cool. Anyway, so starting off with, you know, the dot. So we have a little weather icon. Remember, I did purchase the app in order to get this. It does not come free with Widgetsmith, but I think it just really adds to the whole vibe I was going for. So I'm happy with it. Under that, I have the phases of the moon, which is also something that's been really awesome to have. Under that, I have a text medium widget that says, let the spooky season begin. These two widgets here are the sunrise and sunset, which has been really nice. And I also have my battery. And then as you guys saw, I just added back in my screen time. Under there, I have Google Calendar. I've been really getting into hourly planning, so I've really been enjoying having Google Calendar here with everything I want to get done, like really laid out. Google Keep is under there. You guys know we stand for school. I have my Canvas. Under that we have Trello, and then I have sub count at the bottom to tell me how my channel's doing. And so I just wanted to quickly say thank you guys for 425 subscribers. I really appreciate it. Kind of blows my mind because I'm like, I just started, but nonetheless, I really appreciate it so much. Thank you. Okay, so moving on. Over here, I have a folder called Utilities, and this basically has all of the Apple stock apps that I actually use. So we have the clock, we have calendar, we have camera, settings, the App Store, photos, and notes. So moving on, this right here is YouTube. Now I will say, when you click on an app, once it's set up as a shortcut, it will go to shortcuts before going to the app. I really thought that this was something that was gonna bother me, but it actually really hasn't bothered me at all. Like, I thought it was gonna be so annoying, like I just want to get to my app, but it's actually been fine. So I'm actually pretty happy with that. Next to that, we have Instagram, which we love, we stand, we know. You guys can follow me on Instagram at A is for Ania if you want more content from me. The next I have is Notion, which you guys know how much I love Notion. And you guys know I'm just trying out Notion this year, but it is truly one of my favorite apps for school, and it has been keeping me on top of everything. So I highly recommend it. If you're a high school student, college student, you need to keep track of your assignments, use Notion. So next we have Canvas, which again, my school app. We have Trello, which you guys know I love this app as well. This is for all of my planning, Instagram, YouTube behind the scenes, which is just like things that I want to purchase, things I want to try, things I want to learn, etc. Anyway, moving on. We have Amazon next for some online shopping. The next thing we have is Pinterest, which again, I told you guys that my board is here. So if you guys would like to have the same aesthetic as me, you guys can find that under iPad widgets. The next one is YouTube Studios for some behind the scenes of YouTube. Netflix, love it. Lightroom. You guys know I use this to edit all of my Instagram photos. Then we have Spotify, and I'm actually quickly gonna show you guys what Spotify playlist I've been listening to. So this has been one of my favorite playlists that I've made, and probably the only playlist I made this year, but it's called Feels Good, and it's basically just some like really upbeat music that I've been enjoying listening to. And yeah, so if you guys are interested in that, if you guys were interested, yeah, this is called Feels Good. This is the playlist. So moving on, we have Disney Plus. You guys already know how I feel about Disney Plus. This app is called Milanote. Every dollar is the app that I use for personal finances. Hulu, which I really don't use that often, to be honest. Canva, which I use for different kind of designing and marketing and other big fancy words like that. Quizlet, you know, for school. Widgetsmith, again, this is the app that I use to customize all of my widgets. And we have Care of, because I take care of vitamins. And last but not least, we have Magic Eraser, which I use for erasing the background of photos. So yeah, down here on my little, or this is the dog. What did I say earlier? Anyway, at my little like command center at the bottom, the first one I have is To Do, which I've actually been having some issues with it. Next one is Outlook, the elite mail app. Next we have Google Calendar, which, as I said, I've been using it to do blog scheduling, so that has been a good experience. Next we have Google Keep. You guys already know, I'm not even gonna go there. We have Chrome, we have Google Drive, our docs, GoodNotes, which you guys know I use for everything, but especially for school. Here's a look at some of my notes. I recently posted some of my notes on Instagram, and it got pretty good reception, so I was pretty happy with that. We have Calendar, because, you know, iPads still don't come with calendars. And last but not least, we have Procreate. So, you know, this is where I design like all my thumbnails. This is where I draw all of my stickers for my bullet journal. This is where I do a lot of my creating. So we stand Procreate. And that's pretty much everything that's on my first page. So these are all the apps that I'm using like pretty much on a day-to-day basis. And then this is just in Flip Clock, which is basically just so I can have the time displayed. It's mostly just for like when my iPad's in the background and I want to be a little bit like cute, I'll use that. And then, as I was saying before, we can actually put this one away now that this has a thing, but that was Magic Eraser, and that is, I use it to erase the background of pictures. Pretty self-explanatory. This folder right here is games. I know you guys saw this if you watched my last video, but we'll quickly go through. So Hearthstone, that is my boyfriend. Drop That Number. That is a pretty fun game. It's kind of like a math game, but I just really enjoy it. Happy Color for coloring. Lore, also my boyfriend downloaded. Tingle Master 3D, super fun game. Call of Duty, my favorite game on my iPad. I have another coloring book app, and then I also have 2 Dots, which is basically just like connecting dots, and it's pretty relaxing, but also some of the levels are like kind of hard for no reason. So yeah, pretty good. Please do not delete your original app. You will delete the app and your shortcut will not be able to access it. So you have to keep the original app in order to use the shortcuts feature. But you know, this is the price we pay for having, you know, nice things and being able to fully customize everything. So anyway, I really hope you guys enjoyed this video. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you guys had as much fun, you know, customizing your iPad as I did. And you know, it's just something that makes it a little bit different. Yeah, I hope you guys have a really great day, and I will see you guys in the next video.